again. It's Erin from Nordo. I'm still here in my home kitchen as we are not allowed to open up at Nordo yet in Seattle, Washington because of the COVID-19 crisis. However, we're having some fun here. We're doing some retrospective stuff and some experimental stuff and some basics, which is what we're doing today. And this basic is in honor of Brett Fetzer, who asked for advice on how to poach an egg. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I especially wanted to shout Brett out because I wanted to shout two amazing organizations that are keeping arts organizations like Nordo to the point where we can reopen when it's time to reopen. That's For Culture, where Brett works, and Office of Arts and Culture. They've been so generous and so helpful, making sure that we're gonna be able to survive this crazy time. So let's poach some eggs. This is a little pot of hot water, about that deep. Got some salt in there, no vinegar. You can fight me on this, but Harold McGee, the food scientist, said the only thing that vinegar does is make your eggs taste like vinegar. So I'm gonna believe him. We're just gonna make a little whirlpool, drop some eggs in there, and put the top on, turn the heat off, and let it sit for 5 minutes. So where'd my eggs go? So the one thing you don't ever want to do when you're poaching eggs is break the eggs right into the water. That, you'll be sad. It will definitely not be your friend. So we're going to use teacups here. The fresher the eggs, the better. As the thinner outer layer gets older, they have a tendency to feather more, and that's what we're going to try and avoid. A quick pause. So I want to talk to you about the perfect poach pouch. Poach, which is to cook in water, is from the French pouch, which is what you think of when you think of the perfectly poached egg, right? Is that little sack. So what makes that sack so perfect? It's about having the freshest eggs possible. When eggs get a little older, the inside, there's two layers of egg whites. There's the outside, which is that thin, which kind of dissipates in the water. And then there's the inside egg white, which really surrounds the yolk. And when you drop it in the water, it kind of holds it and the yolk sinks to the bottom and the egg white holds it up like a sack. Well, the older the egg is, the more the proteins on that white dissipate and they break down. So when you pour the egg into the liquid, the yolk kind of stays on top and the egg white kind of goes like this. And you end up with a poached egg that's, beautiful and creamy in the middle, but it kind of sits like that. Don't get frustrated if that happens. The truth is sometimes the eggs that sit on the shelf in the grocery store sit there for a couple weeks and get a little bit old. Sometimes you're in the middle of a global pandemic and you just want to use what's in your fridge and not worry about the perfect egg. That's now. Don't worry about going and finding the perfect egg. Just poach them. They work just the same, and you're absolutely doing it right. Anyway, back to it. So 2 eggs in there, and then I use the whirlpool method. So that's where I make a swirly whirlpool. Oh, about the heat here. So this is at a simmer, which is just below a boil. You don't want it to boil because then it's gonna rock and roll your egg around. You want it to be a simmer, which I like to think of as a hot tub when it's off. The bubbles just kind of go bloop, bloop. So that's where we're at here. And that technically is about 185 degrees. If you want to use your thermometer. So I'm just going to give this a nice swirly, whirly whirl. Sometimes I wish I was ambidextrous so I could swirl and then whirl quick, drop those eggs in there, but I have to just make a really good whirlpool. And what this does is this will make it so that the whites go, which is what we want. Oh, now I messed it up because I was talking with my hands. There we go. Drop 1 egg in, and drop our second egg in. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see from there, but they're just kind of going whoop. And then I'm going to turn that heat off. And I'm going to put the top on. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And we will see you then. Boop. Okay, so hopefully you've been able to leave your pot unmolested. The timer's about to go off, and I'm going to beat it. Oh, I guess I didn't beat it. How'd we do? Beautiful! So here's an ice water bath. If you want to make lots of these, which we do at Nordo often, you can slide them right into an ice water bath. They'll stay for like 8 hours, and then just heat some water up and dump them right back into the water. So there's that guy, and there's this guy. And just for funsies, we will take a look at how he is on the inside. Boop. Oh yeah, there we go. That's that creamy, beautiful poached egg. I'm gonna eat it because I love them. You want that nice, thick, custardy. Don't do this with a spoon though. This is dumb. Yeah. That's it. Like Sunday morning. See you soon. Bye-bye. You made it! Thank you so much for watching. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Nordo. We are a nonprofit arts organization based in Seattle, Washington, dedicated to bringing you an intimate theatrical experience that weaves in imaginative cuisine and live original music. If you're watching during the COVID-19 crisis and you want to make sure our doors are open when all this is over so you can come and experience one of our incredible events, please consider donating. You can find more information and a link to donate at cafenordo.com. Stay in, stay well, and stay inspired. Thank you.